Everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the Bahamian budgeter. I'm 25 years old, and on this channel we learn how to better take care of my finances so I can better take care of my life. So first of all, just a little disclaimer, please ignore my nails. I work with kids and they wanted to have a little nail painting day and I cannot find, I don't know where the acetone is, I don't know where the nail polish remover is, and I need to sit down and do this because it is now January 4th. So I need to get into this. So this video, we are going to talk all about my goals for 2022. And I'm going to be showing you guys my new setup and everything that I just plan to do in 2022 budget wise. So my first goal of the year, I would like to fully fund my 6-month emergency fund. My total for this is somewhere around $7,000. I actually think it's $7,000 on the mark. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to continue putting away 10% of each of my paycheck into my account and getting it sorted out until it becomes $7,000. Right now, I am not prioritizing this or putting extra funds into it because I am trying to start a business. So any extra money I have is going towards that. But once that is squared up, I will be tackling this, and by the end of 2022, I hope to have my full $7,000. So another way that I'm going to be doing this is I made some trackers for me to just track where I am in the progress. I'll show you guys. All right, so here is the tracker that I made. It just says 6-month emergency fund, a start date, end date, and my goal, which is my 7,000. And then each bar up the thermometer is $1,000. So once I reach the $1,000, I write what date I reach it, and then I get to color it in. So as of right now, I have about $1,400 into the account after my December paycheck. So what I am gonna do is go ahead and fill in this $1,000 at the bottom. All right, so every time I hit $1,000, I will go ahead and fill up the next one. So because I only have 1,400, I won't be able to fill anything on this. I could if I wanted to like break these down into certain amounts, but I'm just gonna leave it. And every time I hit 1,000, I'm going to hit it. So I'm actually gonna put that I did that December 2021. And I honestly don't remember when I started. So this is how I'm going to be tracking my 6-month emergency fund to help me reach the goal by the end of this year. So by December 2022, I want to have my $7,000 emergency fund into this account. Goal number 2, I want to save $10,000 this year. Save $10,000 in 2022. Now that was actually my goal for this year as well, and I wanted it to be like spread across my accounts and everything, save this amount. However, I kept falling off of the bandwagon. So but I actually have a project that I want to get into next year, so I want to save up the money for it this year. So how I'm going to be doing this is, again, I made an X tracker. So here is my tracker for this. It's 10K in 52 weeks, and it's just this nice little bumblebee print. And it's 52 of these, and you will pay no more than $250 and no less than $170. And I think there's only 4 250s. Everything else is mostly 200s. So there are different ones of these online. You can get, they have such a wide variety of them, but I like this one. I wrote this up and I like this one because the numbers don't vary as much. I don't like that much, I guess, variability when it comes to planning my budget, because I like to have a little template to follow. And when they have like some weeks you pay 400 and some weeks you pay 200, it kind of just throws it off. So this is more cohesion, and this I can work with. So most of the weeks I will mostly be putting in 200 because that's most of the bubbles. So every time you fill in a bubble, you just fill it up and you pick one a week, 52 weeks, 10K. So that is how I am going to be saving for this. So goal number 3, so invest into 4 stocks this year. and I want to be able to put $1,000 into each. Now, I live in the Bahamas, in my country. The central bank actually rolls out some registered stocks every month, and you are allowed to basically, you supply them with money and they pay you a dividend every 6 months based on the percentage on how much you give them and how long they are allowed to hold the money for. And then at the end of it, they give you your full amount back. So basically just free money. And it's actually pretty easy to do. So I have one so far, but this year I want to invest into 4 of them. So I'm going to be saving $1,000 every 12 weeks, 4 times this year. So every quarter I should be able to invest in a stock. And I also have a tracker for this one as well. Now I laminated this one, that way I can use it as much as I want. And I was just testing out the Sharpie and the dry erase to see if the dry erase would come off easily. But yeah, but these should come off right when I spray it with some alcohol. So every row equals $1,000, and once you do one, you move on to the next one, and then you'll have the end of the year. So these are pretty easy. This is just a simple 1K in 12 weeks. You'll have, the least you'll put in is $60, and the most you'll put in is $100. So that's pretty straightforward. My last goal that I have for myself this year is to be more accountable with my spending. I want to be more accountable with my spending because, see, I have this issue is I will pull from different funds and don't make a note of it, or I switch bills out and don't make a note of it, and then I find missing money, or I find money in places that it shouldn't be, and it is a lot of confusion. I must say, a lot of confusion. So what I'm going to be doing, I reintroduce some expense trackers into my envelopes. This one's right here, and I'm just going to cut them out and hole punch them and put them into my binders. Now, these ones aren't back and front. For some reason, my printer would not print back and front, and I also could not find a free printable that had a back and front cash envelope tracker, which I thought was weird because last year I found a million, and now Google is showing me only ones that I can buy. So this is one way I'm going to keep myself accountable, so that way I know when I add and when I take away money. The next way I'm going to be keeping myself accountable is I am going to be introducing weekly cash check-ins as well as weekly expense trackers. So before I budget out my paycheck, I'm going to sit down, see what's in my wallet, put on my calendar I spent money that week, and make sure that my totals line up with the cash that's in my wallet. And then I'm also going to do that with my sinking funds. I'm going to go through the week and write down everything that I spent, and then go through my sinking funds and make sure everything lines up. So that's the next way I'm going to be keeping myself accountable this year. I tried it out in December and I actually really liked it. So I want to keep doing it and do it for the whole year and just see where it leads me, help me to be more accountable with my money, because honestly, that's something I struggle with. I'll pull from envelopes and just forget about it. So those are my 4 budgeting goals for this year. I will put at the bottom here that I have a YouTube goal, and that is to post consistently. And when I say consistently, I mean at least 1 video a week. So by the end of the year, that should be at least 52 videos. I also would like to have about 200 subscribers. I'm gonna put this here because you never know. You never know. They say there's power in the tongue, so you got to speak what you believe. So these are all of my goals for this year. I'm very, 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 very excited to get into these. And just so you guys know, I count my paychecks by every Saturday in the month, not every Friday. So even though some months there might be 5 Fridays, like December, I still would only count it as 4 because I do by the Saturdays. So January, I should have 5 paychecks because there's 5 Saturdays into the month. So now I'm going to show you all of my other savings challenges that I will be doing this year. So I have it in this envelope right now because I want to bind these together so it makes like a little book. So until I'm able to do that, they'll stay right here. So this is my first savings challenge that I have, the stocks that I showed you guys. Then I showed you guys the 10K in 52 weeks. Then also my 6-month tracker. Now I'm going to be working on my universal birthday trip. I'm not going to be taking it this year. I'm actually not going to take it until the next 2 years. So when I turn 28, so that's in 2024. And I want to be able to have at least $5,000 to fund this trip because I want to do everything. I want to stay for like at least a week and a half. And I actually want to stay like at one of the hotels on the resort and even go to Disney for a little bit. So I have this little tracker to help me start. And every one of these small fares is $250. And these bonus ones down here are $500 each. So if I'm to finish all of these and all of these, I should have $7,500 in 3 years, I think it is, or 2 years. 2 years. This is what I'm going to be working on as well. I have a little tracker for me to know how much I need to put into my categories every month. So I'm actually just doing a $5,000 in 52 weeks challenge, but I split it up, so I'll only be doing 26. And what I actually did is, so January I should be putting in $275, and that would equals $55 a week since there are 5 weeks. February is 200, so there will be $50 a week, and so on and so forth. So I put how much I want to save and then how much it should be per week. So it ranges from $55 to $25, and that's about the most, just because some months it's just $100. So that is something I'm also going to start working on this year. Next, I'm going to be doing the $5 a day challenge, and as you guys know, I've been doing this already. It's for my clothing envelope, and I go on a big shopping spree every year, and I just save $5 every day, which equals to $35 a week. So each one of these bills is $35, and I just circle it in every time I finish it. Now I also will be doing the Budget Moms 2022 savings challenges. So she has 24 saving challenges, 2 for each month, and she also had his kids one. So I actually might be doing the kids ones as well because they look pretty fun. So I'm also going to be doing these, and at the end of the year, I don't know where I'm gonna put the money. It's just gonna be something fun. It's really just gonna be something a little fun to do. So I really wanted to try it out, just because it honestly just looked fun to me. So I'm also going to be doing the coin challenge. Now I did not do this last year. I just paid with my coins and kept them roll over, but I want to give them up this year, and I want to see how much I can save by the end of the year in my coins. And I'm also going to be doing a rollover challenge. Now I see people do $1 or $5, but instead of splitting them up, I'm just gonna combine it and make it a rollover challenge. So however much money I have in my envelopes, I will take it out and put it in a rollover envelope and just save it until the end of the year. Now normally I will let the money go over into the next week, but I'm going to try this year to just try to spend what I budget out and not have that extra. So we'll see how it goes. I'm a little nervous for it because I know sometimes, like for groceries, for example, I let it build up and then take a big trip. So we'll see how it goes. So that is all of my savings challenges that I'm going to be doing this year. I've got some new envelopes as well. So these ones are just little pocket envelopes, and these are actually going to be for my rollover challenge. So whenever I get any bills, they'll go right in here. And there's 5 because 1s, 5s, 10s, 20, 50s. And I doubt I'll have any hundreds because I never really stuff $100 into my cash envelopes, but if we do, it'll go in the 50s. So I got these right off Amazon. They came in a pack of like 32, not 32, I think 15 of them. Yeah, they're super nice. They're super sturdy, like plastic, so I don't think they'll break too easy. So this is what I'll be using for my rollover money. And now let's get into my envelopes because I did switch some things around. So we're gonna get my other envelopes and we're just gonna move things into my new setup. So here are my 3 new binders. Yes, I have 3 binders. Only because I split them up into different categories. So this first one is for my bills. And it's just this black transparent binder, and I made these little craft paper binders. I saw someone make these on Etsy and I really wanted them, so I just decided to make them myself. So these ones are all my bills. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're going to transfer my funds into these binders now. So that is it for my bills. So this is my bills binder. Now, these ones won't get stuffed every week simply because a lot of these just get stuffed once, such as car license, car insurance, and subscriptions. These ones will get stuffed once for my first paycheck every month, and then not again, just because they need little numbers. Like car license is $17 a month, and instead of just doing a couple of dollars every week, I'm just gonna put the full amount in at the beginning of the month and then not worry about it anymore. That's just how I like to do it, just to get it out of the way. So that is for my bills. Super excited. So next we are going to move on to my sinking funds, and I got this nice pretty marble binder. It's nice and white. I got all of these off of Amazon, by the way, this one and the other one. So these are my sinking funds. I have this nice pretty like Jasmine from Oh My Fro calls it peekaboo, and I really like it. Then I just have this little plain Jane one in the back that's yellow. Just really like the color of it. So these will be all of the last ones. So we are going to go ahead and transfer all of my sinking funds into this binder. So there is all of my envelopes, nice and stuffed. I love it. Ugh, I love it, I love it, I love it. And my last one is for my savings challenges. So all of my savings challenges is going to be in this nice black leather binder. And this is actually from Cloth and Paper. I wanted one of these for a while. And then I forgot about it, and then I got it for a Christmas present, so I'm actually really happy. I'm gonna put some cute little dividers and stuff in it. It's because it's super nice. It's super nice. Can't even hold a pen, guys. Come on. So these are how my savings challenges ones look, and then I have this little one that I made on a silhouette, but it was just so much work that I was like, ugh, I'm not doing it anymore. all we have for this binder so far, but soon I expect this one to be very, very well funded. So I'm also going to be putting trackers into each of these, so just so I can keep track of everything, and I'm going to start that once I close out my December budget. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys stay tuned this whole year for my challenges and just how my journey goes. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or any questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe to see more, and hopefully by the next video I can find some nail polish removal. See you guys later.